President Power Slap. Great to meet you guys, and great to be down here in New Orleans.
Yeah, and Frank, right here, obviously a seminal moment, I guess, for the promotion a bit, bringing an event on the road like this, stateside. Just explain what that means and the significance.
Yeah, I mean, look, you've been to the events in Vegas. They're incredibly fun, exciting fights, and the whole event experience is really one of a kind with Slap. And this is the natural progression of things. We needed to kind of build it in Vegas as our home base, and felt like the perfect time to take one on the road in the U.S.
Yeah, does, I guess, the success of this, the turnout, determine where things go from here, or is this just a step in a plan that's already in place?
It's a step in. We're going to start traveling the show more. This is the first step in New Orleans. We're looking at California, Texas, Florida next year, in addition to Vegas and the overseas shows.
When you look at places you want to go to, right, like Vegas, party town, people go to have a good time. New Orleans, exactly the same thing. Do you think that's a natural fit for Power Slap, right?
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. Like, you go to these cities. Obviously, you've got the UFC fight on Saturday too. The city comes alive for the weekend for combat sports. It's fun down here. The city's been very welcoming. The New Orleans Sports Foundation has been really helpful as well, helping us get everything dialed in here.
So do you think for the future you'll kind of look at these, I don't know what to call them, really party cities like here, Nashville, places like that as the
Yeah, like if you start looking like where we take some of the UFC shows to, you think places like Miami and South Florida and California. We're actually looking at UK too for next year.
It would seem likely that you're probably going to sort of use the UFC's calendar and infrastructure along with your own, but do you think there'll be a time where Power Slap goes on the road by itself?
Yeah, 100%. It'll just depend on city by city. We're talking to a lot of governments who want to bring Power Slap there. It's all just depends on how the schedule works out.
Hey, what's up, man? Is there an element to okay, y'all are in Vegas, now y'all in New Orleans, is there an element to where hey, people who are looking for a good time, you know what I'm saying, looking for something crazy, hey, you might want to go.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen, that's what, we pitch obviously not just, the slap fighting that's occurring, but the whole event experience. And, we've had every single person who comes to slap event in Vegas leaves saying, man, that was one hell of an event, so.
Can you give me, and I genuinely mean this when I ask this, can you give me some insight on how these guys practice for this?
Yeah, totally. Are any of my guys up here today too? Okay. So a lot of these guys, first of all, we started doing training camps at the Apex. So we bring in 2 or 3 coaches who are some of our champs, and then about 40 or 50 new guys. And we're doing that about once a month right now. And that's why in the last show you saw a bunch of these regional wrestlers. And before they fought for us, we had 2 training camps in Vegas. They practice everything from power, technique, accuracy. They're obviously doing a lot of strength training in certain areas of their body, and they're just learning how the sport works.
So are they practicing on each other?
No, I don't think they're just doing free shots to the face for practice, but they're doing other things
okay, got it.
Just again a lot of technique driven.
Got it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Frank, congrats on coming to New Orleans, a new city. For Power Slap, I know a lot of things are in the works, but for your personal dreams, what's one city you really want to bring Power Slap to?
That's a great question. I'm from New York, so I would say New York, but I think that's probably somewhere further down the line. But again, South Florida feels really fun. Texas feels really fun because this slap fighting really kind of started in this area of the country. So those cities, and then obviously a lot of stuff overseas.
Awesome, thank you.
You got it.
Hey, I know Power Slap is still relatively new, but what are some evolutionary things in terms of maybe rules, recruitment, that can broaden the sport?
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look from where we started, which was there was just a handful of guys that were doing this on the internet. We obviously brought them over to start Power Slap when we launched with our Road to the Title TV show that was on TBS, and that got a lot of attention for the sport. We've obviously had a ton of guys reach out to us and say, hey, can I be a part of it? So we have that aspect of kind of the recruitment. A lot of former MMA guys, former boxing, former college athletes, a bunch of former college football players. And then now we brought in a consultant who's helping us on the regional wrestling circuit. So again, that last show in Vegas, the whole undercard, I think we had 11 or 12 taped fights, which we'll be releasing right after this event. All those guys come from the wrestling scene. So, they're now seeing opportunity. They're now seeing, not only the promotion but the money that they're making here, and they think it's a great fit for them. That's on the athletes. On the rules, Hunter and I kind of started that from scratch, and we worked with the commission, and I think we're up to version 4. There's little things to change here and there, but the main rule set is in play.
And as far as training and preparation for the sport, is that something that the participants have to embark on their own, or does Power Slap employ trainers for them?
It's a great question. So a lot of them are training on their own, just like you would train on your own at your gym for some other combat sport. But like I said, we did start doing these training camps. So we fly all the guys out, we take care of them, we bring in coaches, and they have the opportunity to actually learn and train in Vegas, and we'll be doing that more regularly.
Frank over here. So UFC has so many feeder systems. What is Power Slap doing to help create feeder systems for themselves?
Yeah, another great question, because I just actually saw 2 or 3 more leagues pop up. One's out of the UK, one's out of, I think I saw it in Czechoslovakia. There's people doing it down in Africa. It's brand new, so there's going to be more and more of these smaller type promotions that are going to start launching, especially when they see how successful it is for them. And I've already been in touch with 5 to 10 of these promotions about content deals and getting fighters over here. So similar to how the UFC does Fight Pass and has all those promotional relationships, we'll start having the same too.